Ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a moment that you are the best in the world at what you do. Picture yourself standing tall, confident, and unbeatable. That's not just a daydream. It's the mindset you need to adopt every single day of your life. Today, we're going to talk about acting as if you are the best, because let me tell you something. No one is better than you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I'm not the best. There are so many people out there who are more talented, more successful, more everything. Well, let me tell you a little secret. Those people, the ones you think are better than you, they started by believing they were the best too. Success is not just about skill or talent. It's about attitude. It's about how you carry yourself, how you approach challenges, and how you view your own potential. When you act as if you are the best, you start to become the best. Let me share a story with you. Years ago, I met a young man who worked as a janitor at a large corporation. Every day he would come in, mop the floors, empty the trash, and go home. But he did not just see himself as a janitor. Oh no, he saw himself as the CEO of Clean. He treated that building like it was his own company. He took pride in every shiny floor and spotless window. And you know what happened? The actual CEO noticed. Within a year, that young man was promoted to facilities manager. Within 5 years, he was running his own cleaning company. All because he acted as if he was the best janitor in the world. Now, I'm not saying you should be arrogant or look down on others. That's not what this is about. It's about recognizing your own worth, your own potential. It's about understanding that you have something unique to offer the world. Something that no one else can bring to the table quite like you can. Think about it. There are over 7 billion people on this planet, and not a single one of them has your exact combination of experiences, skills, and perspective. You are, quite literally, 1 in 7 billion, so why would not you act like you are the best? But here's the catch. Acting like you are the best does not mean sitting back and resting on your laurels. No, sir. It means working harder than everyone else. It means constantly striving to improve, to learn, to grow. Because the best never stops getting better. Let me give you another example. I once knew a salesman who was terrible at his job. He could not close a deal to save his life. But every morning he would look in the mirror and say, I am the best salesman in this company. And then he would go out and act like it. He would study the top performers, ask for feedback, practice his pitch until he could do it in his sleep. And you know what? Within 6 months, he was outselling everyone else in the office. That's the power of acting as if you are the best. It's not about pretending or faking it. It's about setting a standard for yourself and then doing everything in your power to live up to it. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but what if I fail? What if I act like I'm the best and then fall flat on my face? Well, let me tell you something. Failure is just part of the journey to becoming the best. Every great success story is built on a foundation of failures. Think about a baby learning to walk. That baby falls down hundreds of times before taking their first real steps. But do they ever think, well, I guess walking just is not for me? Of course not. They keep getting back up, keep trying, keep acting as if they are meant to walk. And eventually they do. That's the attitude you need to have. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Act as if failure is just a temporary setback, not a permanent condition. Because let me tell you, the only true failure in life is giving up. Now, some of you might be wondering, is not it a bit arrogant to act like I'm the best? And to that I say, is it arrogant for a lion to act like the king of the jungle? Is it arrogant for an eagle to soar above the clouds? Of course not. They are just living up to their potential. And that's exactly what you are doing when you act as if you are the best. Acting like you are the best is not just about how you see yourself. It's about how you treat others too. The truly great ones, the ones who are really the best at what they do, they lift others up. They inspire, they lead. So when I say act like you are the best, I'm not just talking about strutting around like you own the place. I'm talking about being the best version of yourself, the best friend, the best colleague, the best member of your community. Because here's a little secret. When you act like you are the best, you inspire others to be their best too. It's like a ripple effect. Your confidence, your drive, your determination, it's contagious. People want to be around someone who believes in themselves, who's striving for greatness. They want to catch some of that energy, that enthusiasm. So by acting like you are the best, you are not just improving your own life. You are improving the lives of everyone around you. You are raising the bar for your entire circle of influence. Now, I know some of you are sitting there thinking, that sounds great, but how do I actually do it? How do I start acting like I'm the best? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me give you a few practical tips. Start with your appearance. I'm not talking about buying expensive clothes or anything like that. I'm talking about carrying yourself with confidence. Stand up straight. Make eye contact. Smile. These simple things can make a world of difference in how you are perceived. And more importantly, in how you perceive yourself. Speak with authority. Even if you are not sure about something, do not hem and haw. State your opinion clearly and confidently. If you turn out to be wrong, no problem. The best are not afraid to admit when they have made a mistake. But more often than not, you will find that speaking with confidence makes people more likely to listen to and respect what you have to say. Set high standards for yourself. The best do not settle for mediocrity. They are always pushing themselves to do better, to achieve more. So set big goals, dream big dreams, and then work your tail off to make them happen. Surround yourself with excellence. You have probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, if you want to be the best, you need to surround yourself with the best. Seek out mentors. Join mastermind groups. Attend conferences and workshops where you can learn from top performers in your field. This is crucial. Always be learning. The best never stop growing, never stop improving. Read books, take courses, try new things. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop being the best. And finally, act with integrity. The truly best people are not just successful. They are respected. They are admired not just for what they have achieved, but for how they have achieved it. So always do the right thing, even when no one's watching. Treat others with kindness and respect. Keep your promises. Be someone others can count on. Now, I want to address something that might be on some of your minds. You might be thinking, but what about humility? Is not it important to be humble? And you are absolutely right. Humility is incredibly important. But here's the thing. True humility is not about thinking less of yourself. It's about thinking of yourself less. In other words, acting like you are the best does not mean constantly bragging about your accomplishments or putting others down. It means having the quiet confidence to know your worth, to pursue excellence without needing constant validation from others. Think about it this way. A tree that bears the most fruit is often the one that bends its branches lowest. It's not ashamed of its abundance. It's simply sharing its wealth with others. That's the kind of best you want to be. Not arrogant, not boastful, but confident in your abilities and generous with your gifts. Now, let's talk about fear for a moment, because I know that for many of you, the idea of acting like you are the best is scary. You are afraid of being called out as a fraud. You are afraid of failing. You are afraid of what others might think. But here's the truth. Fear is just a sign that you are stretching yourself, that you are growing. The best athletes in the world still get butterflies before a big game. The best performers still feel stage fright. The best business leaders still get nervous before a big presentation. The difference is, they do not let that fear stop them. They use it as fuel. They channel that nervous energy into performance. They act as if they are the best, even when they are scared out of their minds. So do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait until you have conquered all your fears. Act as if you are the best right now, today. Because the secret is, there's no such thing as ready. There's only now. Let me share another story with you. I once met a woman who dreamed of starting her own business. She had a great idea. She had the skills, but she was paralyzed by fear. What if I fail? She kept asking, what if people laugh at me? So I asked her, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? If you were guaranteed success, how would you act? She thought for a moment, then her eyes lit up. She started describing all the bold moves she'd make, all the risks she'd take, all the big dreams she'd pursue. Great, I said. Now go do exactly that. She looked at me like I was crazy. But I'm not guaranteed success, she said. No, I replied. But by acting as if you are giving yourself the best possible chance. And you know what? She did it. She started that business. And yes, she faced challenges. Yes, she had setbacks, but she kept acting as if she was the best entrepreneur in the world. And today, her company is worth millions. Why cannot you do it? You can do it. 100% you can do it. That's the power of acting as if you are the best. It's not about pretending you do not have fears or doubts. It's about acting in spite of those fears and doubts. Now, I wanted to address another objection I often hear. But what if I'm just starting out? What if I'm not even close to being the best yet? To that I say, everyone starts somewhere. Even the greatest masters in any field were once beginners. The difference is they acted as if they were destined for greatness from day one. Think about a martial arts student putting on a white belt for the first time. That white belt symbolizes the beginning of the journey. But the student who will one day become a master does not shuffle into the dojo with their head down thinking, I'm just a beginner. No, they walk in with their head held high, thinking, I'm going to be the best martial artist this dojo has ever seen. That attitude, that belief in their own potential for greatness is what carries them through the long hours of practice, the painful failures, the moments of doubt. It's what keeps them going when others give up. So wherever you are in your journey, whether you are just starting out or you are already at the top of your game, act as if you are the best. Act as if greatness is your destiny. Consistency, because acting as if you are the best is not something you do once and then forget about. It's a daily practice. It's a way of life. Think about it like this. If you were truly the best in the world at what you do, how would you approach each day? Would you hit the snooze button 5 times and drag yourself out of bed at the last minute? Or would you leap out of bed, excited for the opportunity to hone your craft? Would you do the bare minimum at work, counting the minutes until you can clock out? Or would you constantly be looking for ways to innovate, to improve, to excel? Would you spend your evenings mindlessly scrolling through social media? Or would you be reading, learning, strategizing, preparing for even greater success tomorrow? The best are not just the best when the spotlight is on them. They are the best in all the small, unseen moments too. They are the best when no one is watching. So I challenge you, start acting as if you are the best in every area of your life. Be the best spouse, the best parent, the best friend. Be the best at your job, whether you are the CEO or the intern. Be the best in how you take care of your health, your finances, your personal growth. Because here's the thing, excellence is a habit. And the more you practice acting as if you are the best, the more it becomes your reality. Now, I want to address something that might be bothering some of you. You might be thinking, but what about competition? If I act like I'm the best, are not I setting myself up for disappointment when I encounter someone better than me? And that's a great question. But here's the truth. When you are truly acting as if you are the best, competition becomes irrelevant. Because you are not competing against others, you are competing against yourself. The truly great ones, they do not worry about being better than everyone else. They focus on being better than they were yesterday. They are constantly pushing their own boundaries, raising their own bar. Think about the great athletes. Do you think Michael Jordan was worried about being better than the other players on the court? No. He was focused on being better than Michael Jordan was the day before. So when you encounter someone who seems better than you, do not get discouraged. Get inspired. Learn from them. Use their excellence as motivation to raise your own game. Because here's the secrets. There's always going to be someone who's better than you at something, but there's no one who can be a better you than you. Your unique combination of skills, experiences, and perspective means that you have something to offer that no one else can. So focus on being the best version of yourself, not on being better than others. When you start acting as if you are the best, you are going to fail a lot, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every great achievement is built on a mountain of failures. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down hundreds of times before they take their first steps. But do they ever think, well, I guess walking just is not for me? Of course not. They keep getting back up, keep trying, keep acting as if they are meant to walk. That's the attitude you need to have. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Act as if failure is just a temporary setback, not a permanent condition. Because here's the truth. The only real failure in life is giving up. Everything else is just learning. So when you fail, and you will fail, do not take it as a sign that you are not the best. Take it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become even better. Remember, the best are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail the most because they are constantly pushing themselves, constantly taking risks, constantly striving for greatness. When we discuss success and being the best, and that's joy, because if you are not enjoying the journey, what's the point? Acting as if you are the best does not mean being stressed all the time, constantly pushing yourself to the brink of burnout. It means finding joy in the pursuit of excellence. Think about a master craftsman. They do not grudgingly drag themselves to their workshop each day. They approach their craft with excitement, with passion, with a sense of play. That's the attitude you need to cultivate. Find joy in the process of becoming the best. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Laugh at your failures. They are just stepping stones on your path to greatness. Because here's the thing. Life is too short to be miserable in pursuit of success. If you're not enjoying the journey, you are doing it wrong. So act as if you are the best. Yes, but also act as if you are the happiest, the most grateful, the most alive. Because true greatness is not just about achievement. It's about living a life of purpose, passion, and joy. Now, as we start to wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, I want you to act as if you are the best in every area of your life. Act as if you are the best employee, the best spouse, the best parent, the best friend. Act as if you are the healthiest, the most disciplined, the most positive person you know. Do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait until you have conquered all your fears and insecurities. Start right now, today. Because here's the truth. You do not have to feel like the best to act like the best. In fact, it's the other way around. When you start acting like the best, you start feeling like the best. And when you start feeling like the best, you start becoming the best. It's not going to be easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you want to give up, when it feels easier to settle for mediocrity. But I want you to push through those moments. I want you to remember that you have greatness within you, that you are capable of so much more than you realize. And most importantly, I want you to remember, you are unique. There has never been and will never be another person exactly like you. You have gifts, talents, and perspectives that no one else can offer. So do not rob the world of your greatness by playing small. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Shine bright. Stand tall. Act as if you are the best, because in your own unique way, you are. Remember, this is not about ego or arrogance. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and living up to your full potential. It's about honoring the gifts you have been given by using them to their fullest extent. Think about it this way. If you had $1 million racehorse, would you keep it in the barn? Of course not. You'd train it, nurture it, and let it run. Well, you are far more valuable than any racehorse. So why would you keep your talents hidden? Why would you hold back? Acting as if you are the best means showing up fully in every moment. It means bringing your whole self to everything you do, whether it's a big presentation at work or washing the dishes at home. It means setting audacious goals and then working tirelessly to achieve them. It means refusing to settle for less than you are capable of in any area of your life. It also means being kind to yourself along the way. The best are not perfect. They make mistakes. They have bad days, but they do not let those setbacks define them. They learn, they grow, and they keep moving forward. So be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And remember that becoming the best is a journey, not a destination. The impact you can have on others when you start acting as if you are the best. Because here's the thing, your attitude is contagious. When you carry yourself with confidence and purpose, it inspires others to do the same. Think about the people in your life, your family, your friends, your colleagues. How might their lives change if you started showing up as the best version of yourself every day? How might you inspire them to reach for their own greatness? When you act as if you are the best, you give others permission to do the same. You create an environment of excellence around you. You raise the bar not just for yourself, but for everyone in your sphere of influence. And that's how real change happens in the world. It starts with one person deciding to be their best, which inspires another and another until we've created a ripple effect of excellence that can transform entire communities. So I want you to think beyond just your own success. I want you to consider the positive impact you can have on the world when you fully step into your greatness. Because here's the truth. The world needs you at your best. We're facing unprecedented challenges as a society, and we need people who are willing to step up, to innovate, to lead. We need people who are not afraid to dream big, to take risks, to push boundaries. We need people who believe in their own potential for greatness and are willing to act on it. And that's where you come in. By acting as if you are the best, you are not just improving your own life. You are contributing to the betterment of the world around you. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I'm not in a position of power or influence? How can I make a difference? And to that, I say, every position is a position of influence. Every interaction is an opportunity to make a positive impact. Whether you are the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or a stay-at-home parent, you have the power to influence others through your actions and attitude. Think about the last time someone's positive energy brightened your day. Maybe it was a cashier who greeted you with a genuine smile or a coworker who encouraged you when you were feeling down. Those small acts of kindness and positivity can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond the initial interaction. Now imagine if you approached every interaction with that level of positivity and excellence. Imagine if you treated every task, no matter how small, as if it were the most important thing in the world. How might that change the energy you bring to your relationships, your work, your community? That's the power of acting as if you are the best. It's not just about achieving great things, although that's certainly part of it. It's about bringing your best self to every moment, every interaction, every opportunity. It's about living with intention and purpose, knowing that your actions, no matter how small, have the power to make a difference. So I challenge you to think bigger. Do not just aim to be the best in your field or your community. Aim to be the best human being you can possibly be. Strive to make a positive impact in every life you touch. Because here's the thing, true greatness is not measured by how much money you make or how many accolades you receive. It's measured by the positive impact you have on others. It's measured by how much you grow, how much you give, how much you love. And when you start acting as if you are the best in all these areas, not just in your career, but in your relationships, your personal growth, your contribution to the world, that's when you start living a truly extraordinary. I know that for many of you, the idea of acting as if you are the best brings up a lot of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of success even. But I want you to understand something. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a sign that you are growing, that you are pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. And that's exactly where greatness lies. The best is not absence of fear. They feel the fear and act anyway. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. So when you feel that fear creeping in, that voice that says, "Who do you think you are to act like you are the best?" I want you to thank it. Thank it for showing you where you need to grow. Thank it for pointing out the areas where you can become even better. And then act anyway. Act as if that fear does not control you. Act as if you are bigger than your doubts and insecurities, because you are. Remember, every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. Every breakthrough, every innovation, every leap forward was once just a crazy idea in someone's head. But those people, the ones who changed the world, they acted as if their ideas were not only possible, but inevitable. They acted as if they were the best even when the world told them they were crazy. And that's the attitude I want you to adopt. I want you to act as if your dreams are not only possible, but inevitable. I want you to act as if the only question is not if you will achieve greatness, but when. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You have potential within you that you haven't even begun to tap into. And the only way to unlock that potential is to start acting as if you are the best right now, today. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for someone to tell you you are ready. Do not wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. But start. Act as if you are the best employee your company has ever seen. Act as if you are the most loving partner, the most devoted parent, the most loyal friend. Act as if you are the healthiest, most disciplined, most positive person you know. Act as if success is your duty, your responsibility, your obligation. Act as if greatness is not just a possibility, but your birthright. When you start acting this way, the world starts treating you differently. Opportunities start appearing. Doors start opening. People start believing in you, supporting you, cheering you. And most importantly, you start believing in yourself. You start seeing yourself as capable of greatness. And that belief, that confidence becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, I want to be clear. Acting as if you are the best does not mean pretending to be something you are not. It does not mean faking it or putting on a show for others. It means aligning your actions with your highest potential. It means making decisions based on who you want to become, not who you have been in the past. It means treating yourself with the respect and care that you would give to someone you consider to be the best in the world. It means holding yourself to high standards, not out of perfectionism or self-criticism, but out of self-love and a desire for growth. And here's the beautiful thing. When you start treating yourself this way, you naturally start treating others better too. You become more patient, more understanding, more compassionate. Because when you recognize the greatness within yourself, you start seeing it in others as well. So as we come to the close of our time together, I want to leave you with this final thought. You are here for a reason. You have gifts, talents, and experiences that are uniquely yours. The world needs what only you can offer. So do not hold back. Do not play small. Do not let fear or doubt or past failures hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. Act as if you are the best, starting right now. Act as if your dreams are not only possible, but inevitable. Act as if you have the power to change the world. Because you do. Remember, greatness is not something you were born with. It's something you choose every single day, in every single moment. So make that choice. Choose greatness. Choose excellence. Choose to act as if you are the best, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of all the lives you have the power to touch and transform. Because when you become your best self, you inspire others to do the same. And that's how we create a better world. One person, one choice, one act of greatness at a time. So go forth from here with confidence and courage. Act as if you are the best because in your own unique way, you are.